Hello and welcome back. As you can see, I'm in the grow room once again. It might not be as evident this time. I'm just sitting at a slightly different angle. I'm hoping to maybe get some better lighting. For this video, I wanted to really tap more into a intuitional flow and go into it unplanned, without a topic in mind. Often these types of videos have the potential to touch people's hearts the deepest, and to touch more people, to have a larger impact on more people in general. I have been gifted this ability to sense the general vibe around the planet. There are different types of empaths. You might have heard this word before. Some empaths can absorb, can feel directly the energy of other people in the room, even feel their pain, physical pain, emotional pain. This can be pretty difficult sometimes, especially if you don't understand your gift. As I've been looking deeper and deeper into my own being, my own experience in life, I've seen that whatever is going on around the world in general, I tend to feel it. I tend to wake up with a knowing of if today is going to be a good day in general around the world, if there's going to be a lot of bad news that is going to have or going to weigh heavily on a large portion of the earth, or if it's going to be a light day in general. And it feels like a light day today. Regardless what's going on in your personal life, overall there's a general sense of happiness, a general sense of energy, and a sense of doing. People are out and about getting things done with a little less thought than usual on the problems in their lives, going about their day, and there just seems to be a general flow in that direction. Now that brings me to a point where I want to shift the direction of this video here and really mention something that's been on my mind during a lot of the times that I make these videos. Extremely important. Very, 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 very important. Anything I say, any words, any point I'm trying to make, it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I'm never trying to make a point. The most important thing you, as the viewer, can do for your transformation during these videos is to pay attention to the feeling inside of you. And I don't mean your feelings as your emotions, but your state of being Don't pay attention to what I say. Pay attention to my state of being. You can get a feeling of my feeling when you're noticing your own feeling. Sometimes you'll turn on a video like this, and immediately, without having to listen to anything, you'll all of a sudden get a vibe that you're just, no, this is not working for me. You'll turn the video off. That means our vibe, our feelings, our energy just is not on the same level. It's not meshing. If all of a sudden you watch these videos, any of them, and for some reason you can't put it into words, but you just keep coming back, there seems to be something there. That means we're vibing. And that's what's important in these messages. And that's the energy that is picked up when we talk about empaths, empathic energy, a person's ability to sense others' energy. And we all have this ability. I guess this is turning into a video on empaths. And really there's no such thing as an empath. If there were no thoughts in your mind, who would you be? When two people speak in a conversation, if two people said no words and there were no thoughts about the other person, what type of communication would there be? There's an energetic level that humans communicate on. Animals, trees, all life has the ability to commune with another life form. And when people talk about empaths, they're really talking about our ability to commune with another or others, our ability to sense another person's energy. And when we get lost and live a life of understanding through the meanings we give words, the meaning you find in the dictionary, the meanings you learn about the things in life, when you live on that level, you're really missing the bread and butter. You're really missing the essence of what a person, what life is. You're missing the true essence of the beingness of those around you, of all life around you. You see, life itself is like a song, and it's not heard with your ears, it's not seen with your eyes, it's not interpreted by your mind, it's not made sense of in any way whatsoever. Although your mind will try, and once it feels that it has an understanding of something, it can stand on it and, it could say, I don't need to, I've got it. But that's a block, and you lose the connection after that. You lose the ability to sense the inner presence and being of a person. As I was talking about earlier, when you watch these videos, not just mine, not just these videos that I'm making here right now, but any spiritual, guru, teacher, whatever name you want to give it, master, all of the labels that we give to people that we see that there's something there. You're not interested in what they're saying. What they're saying is dismantling your beliefs enough for you to trust and open yourself up to the being, the vibrational frequency emitted by these people. Once you can Give your mind permission to just openly listen and trust that this person is not going to lead you into madness, into a place that you feel is unsafe. You begin to commune. The words, the essence begin to penetrate. Again, it's not the words that are said, but the feeling the person has in them that leads to the word. It's underneath everything. The attempt of a master and disciple relationship, the attempt of the master in that relationship is to have the disciple come to his own realization of himself. To come to his own being. Through the master, you can trust. He becomes a doorway to your own heart. What's really happening is it's a process of you giving yourself permission to unharden, to soften, to open up to the possibilities that you might not know everything. And that can be the most liberating thing you can experience in your life. To really know that you don't know. You might know that this is the color green, but when we say green, we don't actually know what's going on. You could break it apart and go deeper. Let's look at science, for example. And science will tell you that this is simply a specific wavelength that is picked up by your eyes into the brain, where it registers a specific frequency wave again. And to the human eye, it interprets this in this way. This becomes green. But there is no green. On a deeper level, it's a wavelength. The eye can only pick up a very short, very small part of the entire wavelength of light. So in reality, this is much more than just green, but this vessel that we're currently in can only pick up a very small portion of it. So it may be real to us, to me, as I look at this. To me, relatively, this is green. We've agreed that the color, the name, the word green, that mouth sound means this color. It's a form of communication. But in actuality, if you were to take in the whole spectrum of light, it wouldn't look green at all. It wouldn't be recognizable anymore. So all truth, everything you think you believe, everything you know, you think you know, is only relative to the experience of this. So in actuality, you don't know anything, because everything you think you know, you can continually break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. And even if you took all of the written understanding of a specific thing, anything cannot be understood on the level of the human experience. It can't. So ultimately, you do not truly know anything. You only have bits and pieces that help you to survive in this plane. We're given enough here to stay alive. That's what we have here. We can communicate with things. We can see that your brain will recognize specific patterns. A circle. If it sees the pattern of a knife, it can say, okay, maybe that's dangerous potentially. It could look at this face pattern and say it's anger. And if it sees a knife with that face pattern, it could recognize danger. Do you see? Nothing is truly knowable on this level. So to understand that you don't know everything or anything brings you to a point where you become open. You say to yourself, well, if I don't know, I'm open to knowing. I'm willing to expand. Once you say you know something, you put the lid on it, you put it away. But everything you think you know has so much more depth to it. Now, maybe not through the vessel, you may not be able to know deeper through the vessel, but there is an aspect in all of us that is not of this world. There's something, I'm going to say in you, even though it's not actually in you, it kind of feels that way. There's something in you that is connected to everything. When you enter deep states of meditation, you can see some of these things for yourself. And you don't see it with your eyes. It becomes an experience. If there's anybody still watching this video at this time, thanks for sticking around. I feel you. And the missing component in relationships today is this essence under the words. As an empath, you can feel another's being. And when you focus on the words that are said, you lose connection to that deeper essence. If you can maintain that connection, the vision that the person in front of you, you don't know him truly. And even though what he's saying seems to offend you, you don't really know why. And you don't really know what he should be doing. In unfocusing on that aspect and just returning to his presence, your presence, the one essence you both share under anything that can be observed, heard, seen, said. A current of peace flows between you. You become connected to the world and beyond, and everything becomes your family. Wherever you are, around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate you. Peace.